April 1917. Dear D.A. Volkov, concerning World War I, my country is quite astonished by your early retirement. Not only the surprising fact of your early exit as a cause, but of the effect that your nonsense created. If you haven't noticed, communism is not the correct way to rule a country, and it's quite confusing why the entire Russian population feels so strongly about it when the government is against it. Another fact you probably haven't noticed is that you're the biggest thing in the world. What happens if the biggest thing in the world gets the plague of communism? Then this plague spreads around and the whole world would be infected by it. The whole world becomes imprisoned by severe trauma and closed-minded communist thoughts. You better control your communist population and change their minds. Sincerely yours, George Thomas Kane.
July 1919. Dorogoy G.T. Kane. We the Russians have received your letter. Your naivety proves that you don't know anything that is going on in our country. You know nothing about the Russian government. At least that is what you are proving us with your ridiculous letter. Do you really think we, the Russian government, is doing nothing to stop communism? At least we have the Jaitsky to do something against it. What do the Americans do? Blame the Russians, ask for their help, begging them to do something because they can't do anything about it. You naive coward, at least try to know something before you write to us in such a way. In addition, we the Russians feel betrayed by the Americans. How is it possible that an extremely powerful country like the Soviet Union doesn't get invited to the Treaty of Versailles? Is being smart, clever and logical illegal in America? Plus your late entry was extremely infuriating to us. You were just waiting for the Germans to finish us. Ishkinye, Dmitry Alexandrovich Volkov.
October 1939. Dear D.A. Volkov, I'll tell you why we didn't invite you to the Treaty of Versailles. You didn't deserve entering the treaty, mainly because of your ridiculously early exit from war. You weren't involved in the war's resolution. Why would you like to be involved in the epilogue? The other reason was because we were afraid that you might already be infected with communist thoughts. Talking present day, we were aware that you already signed a non-aggression pact with the devil. How is that possible? Are you aware of the damage you're causing yourselves and the rest of the world? You might think being reasonable in America is illegal, but at least we aren't hypocrites. A couple years ago, you sent me a strong letter saying that you felt betrayed by us for not inviting you to the treaty. And today, you are signing a pact with the country you wanted to bring down in the first place. This is completely confusing. I hope suicide is legal in Russia. Sincerely yours, George Thomas Kane.
November 1939. Dorogoy G.T. Kane. After your insurrections after the First World War, Russia wasn't prepared for another war. This is why we decided to sign a non-aggression pact with the devil, as you call him. Talking about hypocrites, what do you have to say about France and Great Britain's appeasement with the little guy? You're always blaming the Russians for everything. Your egocentric friends didn't do anything about the little man taking control. They let him pass by. Going against the little man is a much more brutal suicide. You see, it isn't Russia's fault. Will you ever realize this, you short-minded strawberry? In addition to this, aren't you busy with Mexico and Canada? Just mind your own business. We don't need your bragging naivety again. This is what you told us the last time we needed your help. Mind your own business. The non-aggression pact is a very important assignment for the Soviet Union. We aren't going to change our minds with your nonsense letter, you brats. Frankly, Dmitry Alexandrovich Volkov.
December 1939. Mr. D.A. Volkov, what in hell were you thinking of? Invading Poland? This was the most illogical and necessary actions you have helped Germans embark. The non-aggression pact was the first incoherent thought. Now you invade an entire country with them? Are you aware of the amount of people who died? Wasn't Russia unprepared for war? Overnight, you gained power by signing the deal and invaded a country. Who are you calling a short-minded strawberry? Do you think hiding behind the devil's back is an act of bravery, you silly coward? At least have some Jaitsky and fight for yourselves. It's quite amazing that a huge, powerful country doesn't have enough intelligence for figuring this out. I remember you once nagged us about not entering the Treaty of Versailles. Do you think that is the way to pay the rest of Europe? Invading a country that the treaty created and supported? Well, there's your answer of why you didn't receive an invitation. You don't deserve to be trusted. Sincerely, George Thomas Kane.
September 1945. Dear G.T. Kane, we the Russians are aware of your plans regarding the nuclear bomb. Do you really think that planting a bomb on an island far away from us will intimidate our country? That is nonsense. Our scientists are working hard, designing a new weapon 100 times more powerful than yours. They have been working on this for a long time now.
You should wait and see how strong it is and where we will plant it. Hawaii? Cuba? We don't know yet. The general outcome I'm looking for with this letter is that you figure out your country's extravagant plans to make the Soviets jealous of their advances useless, a complete waste of time and chemistry. You won't stop Russia from creating bigger things than yours. Intimidate, make us jealous. What other things? Were you trying to scare us off? Come on, wake up. Stop dreaming. Quite sincerely, Dmitry Alexandrovich Volkov.